What's good, leaders? I'm your host, Kyrie Green, and welcome back to another episode of Newer Leaders Podcast. Today we have two special guests with us, two up and coming artists from the city of Philadelphia.
Uh, 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 uh. Y4, it's your boy Miryola. TZY.
Thanks for taking time to come and speak with me today, man. How y'all been? How y'all doing?
I'm
Doing
good.
alright, can't complain.
Yeah,
Better
Yeah,
than
for sure.
yesterday.
you just dropped the tape, right? What's
Uh
the name of your tape?
huh. Excuse my absence.
How this looking so far? How everything going?
Doing alright.
You just
Number
hit 20K.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all doing some stuff. How everything going? How you feel about hitting 20K, man?
That does feel good. Like I just hit 10K in 10 months my first year. So 5 months later, I think it's 5 or 6 now. I'm hitting 20K. So that's another dime in 6 months.
Good numbers. Good numbers. All right. So, I don't know. Y'all do a lot, man. Do, y'all do a lot.
Got to.
We gonna kick off with the music.
Right.
How long y'all been rapping for?
I ain't gonna lie, I got some time in. Uh, I really started 2017 up until 2020. Stop. 2024, brought it right back.
Okay.
I started rapping 2024.
2024.
Yeah,
Yeah. He got you beat by a couple years.
yeah, for
So you
sure.
mentioned you stopped. You know, what made you stop during that time period? Those 2 years.
It was a lot of personal stuff I was going through. It was a lot
Okay.
going on outside. Really, I started losing a lot of my friends.
Mhm.
Support wasn't there no more, and I wasn't in the right mental status to go make a song. And a lot of people would say that's the perfect time to go make a song when you're feeling pain. But when you constantly taking loss at the loss, it's
Mhm.
really hard to go focus on the studio and make a song.
Okay. So with that, Luke taking losses, and going through a bunch of personal stuff. What the day that you decided, like, all right, I'm gonna hop back in the booth and make a song, like, what made what made you make that shift in your mentality? Like, all right, yeah, it's time to log back in.
I feel like I was in a better headspace. I was doing better physically and mentally. Like I was in college at the time, really like trying to more so better myself and change myself from the past. And then I got a call from him through a
Mm.
homie, and he let me hear a beat, and it just snapped back into me. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
It
lie.
was it been there.
Y'all got a whole lot of chemistry in the booth. He called you in the beat, you snapped on
Yeah, our
it.
first song, that's my most played song.
What's that song?
Party Girl.
I ain't gonna
Party
lie,
Girl, my
Party
most played
Girl.
song.
Party Girl one. So your last tape, how that's going? How was everything going from there?
Relating to my wrongs. It's 6 songs, 3 voice messages, three interlude, prelude, outro. It's going good. I say for the most part. Like we was having a conversation I think 2 3 weeks ago, me, him, and B Jizz about like having set supporters. And which at first like I ain't really like nobody got set supporters. But I started to see they said every time you drop it's gonna be at least 200 to 300 people that listen to your stuff consistently no matter what you drop. And they proved that to me because my tape did a thousand plays in a week. So
That's major. That's
they
major.
proved that to me.
What So, what you making that tape? Where did you pull that name from? Like, what made you give the tape that name?
Relating to my wrongs. Um, I feel like a lot of places I went wrong at in life is where even being 19, a lot of people went wrong at in life. I'm just gonna be the one to say I went wrong. A lot of people can't admit when they go wrong. It's like facing that hard thing you don't want to face. But that's what I put into my music. Like what I do wrong, I'm going to say. I'm going to put it out there so people understand. Like I did this too. I'm not the only person that did this. That don't make me a horrible person. That make me a relatable person. Like I make relatable music. I get tired of making pain music sometimes, but sometimes that's all you really feel when you in the booth. It ain't really much else you could talk about.
Hmm.
So, for both of y'all, what's like y'all go to style when it comes to music? Whether it's like pain relatable, what's y'all go to? Like y'all hop in the booth. Like, all right, yeah, we
I
doing
hop
this.
in the booth. 9 times out of 10, I hear a beat. It really go off how I feel, and as of right now, I'm more so focusing on trying to get the ladies' attention. So I make a love song before I make a pain song or a party song.
Mm.
Like it'd be easier to make a love song directly for the ladies before I go. Not even easier though, because I can make a pain song, but it's like I cannot keep giving pain when I'm slowly not feeling that pain no more. I feel like I let it out.
Yeah.
So I it'd been more so love songs lately, and the females love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I say like I'm stuck in the middle of a lot right now because to bounce off what he said, that pain I was feeling, I feel like I let it go recently. Like a lot of the bad stuff I was feeling, I feel like I really let it go recently. So it's like I'm trying to dig into a new style, like more so like I'm having fun now. Like I'm starting to enjoy life. Like yeah, I took that loss, but now it's starting to feel better. I can go do this now. I can go do that. I can go. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explore new styles. But off rip, if I go in the studio, I go pain, resentment, loss, like to relate to other people because I had so many people text me recently and be like, yo, like I really feel this, bro. Like I feel exactly how you feel. And the song that they heard was a year old. Songs be old, but it's like you can relate to it any time of the year, anytime, whenever.
Everybody go through
So
pain.
for like up and coming artists, that's trying to figure out a lane to get in or like a way to grow. What do y'all feel like is a go to style that they should put out to people?
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm really being honest, music not music no more.
Yeah, you
It's
can do
not.
anything.
Music not music no more. Anything can blow up as long as you make something catchy, get the people ear, especially like I said, females. If the females like it, everybody
Mm-hmm.
gonna like it. So
Yeah.
it really depends on making something catchy now. Like you can't a lot of people like you just got stay up on the trends. You want to stay up on the trends? Look, you got social media, TikTok and Instagram, and let you know what every trend is.
Yeah.
That's all. It's up from there. Get the catchy song and it's gonna go up.
I agree. You make a catchy song, you winning. But where a lot of people go wrong at is they have favorite rappers, and there's nothing wrong with having a favorite rapper. But when you got a favorite rapper, you try to dig into their style. They style not your style. You have to find your own style. You got to be authentic to yourself because if you try to be somebody else, you don't know what steps they took to get there. So you can't beat them. You got to be you. You just got to be you.
So TikTok, y'all feel like TikTok has like a huge influence on like the route that everybody is taking when it comes like the music, like
Yes,
the
Yeah, for
artists
sure.
that people are like listening to
for
nowadays.
sure. Everything now. I ain't even gonna say everything now. You could probably name like and the thing is though, it don't even be like the whole song that'll blow up. As long as you could get a good 30
15
seconds,
seconds.
it's up from there. The song gonna go up. TikTok is a great platform for exposure.
Mm,
And the music now is mostly TikTok music that's blowing up.
right, you right about that.
Yeah.
I could think about like a few songs like whereas though they blew up on TikTok and it'd be like a small clip of the song that blew up and everybody knew it.
That's it.
And it's crazy because like a lot of times when it's happening, like some of the artists they'll go they'll go perform the song, they'll know that the song trending, but the crowd only know the one
That
part
one
that's on
part.
That one
TikTok.
part.
So when that part come on, everybody's screaming. But once it's over,
Is
they're like,
mute.
I don't know the song.
Quiet.
And then you hear a lot of people nowadays say like, oh, like I only know that part of the song. They're
Yeah.
not, or like I only know this song by this artist because they heard it from like TikTok or a social media platform. They don't know any other song.
That's
Right.
it. That it really be that though.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. And that's why it's really that's and the thing is though, just off knowing that one song, that person will stay relevant if you keep doing it right, or he or she gonna stay paid because it's like I said, it takes that one song to blow up. If you constantly
Yeah. I
playing
could
this
think
one
of
song,
four
it's getting
people right
radio
now.
spins and going up, you're gonna constantly get paid off that one song. So
yeah,
quite frankly, it really don't matter about the other music. That's why I say music not the same no more. To the
yeah.
artists, it might matter because like, I got all this music out, but to the people, if you got one song, they gonna rock with that one song until it die out.
Yeah, I can name four people right now, like three, four people right now that really got TikTok moving. I could go AJ Miz,
Yeah,
DDG,
definitely.
and Zeddy Will. Zeddy Will got the most TikTok sounds, and a
Yeah.
lot of people didn't know that. But somebody made a post basically. It was like, did y'all know that all these TikTok sounds we be listening to be Zeddy?
Controlling the vibes.
they like, oh, that's him, that's C-Benz. Then they know him from what he used to do, and they see what he
Yeah.
doing now. But all that TikTok stuff is really that set group, and they made a whole genre. They made it their own genre, like TikTok songs. If you go on Apple Music and search up TikTok songs, you're gonna see the same groups of people
Mm-hmm.
That's
all through it.
crazy. I could definitely say like for as far as like for Philly, like Miz and AJ definitely holding it down when it come
Heavy.
down to like TikTok sounds.
Mm-hmm.
They've been going crazy for some time now, like for some years, especially like Bumba. That
Yeah,
joint went
that
No,
crazy
genre.
on
that's a
TikTok.
John.
Bumba and I believe it's Trippin'.
Yeah.
That
And
crazy.
crazy thing is though, from what I saw and what I heard, they made that off a phone.
Yeah, making it
Yeah.
off of
I
phone.
said like it's
Phone.
getting easier.
It's crazy. I literally just saw them post something about this. They was talking about like basically like giving motivation to everybody else. Don't stop what you're doing no matter what it is. In the in the video, AJ was he literally showed like all them songs that y'all listen to that's going crazy. Where how we got here, all band lab headphones, no
Beat off a
studio,
phone.
nothing. Like and that was
And
just
it
like
sound amazing.
it sound crazy, but a lot of people, they try to stop like they don't continue the work that they doing because they feel like I don't have the resources that I need, so I'm not gonna do it. Or they try to like be like what people will label a perfectionist with certain things. So it's like, all right, I don't have this, I may not be able to get in the studio, but people don't realize like your phone is a powerful tool. You got Google, Safari, a major search engine on your phone where you can find anything, to make something
Yeah.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
And majority of the people who we see now, who we may look up to and stuff like that, a lot of them, they didn't come from a perfect setup, perfect, like, they didn't have all the tools. They just made something work. They made something out of nothing and they just kept going with it. And now they, in a space. And it's crazy, like, it's definitely crazy to know that all of the songs that they made, a lot of them they made them on their phone and didn't even touch the studio.
Right. I feel
No.
like when it come to artists and like resources and things of that sort, I feel like a lot of people don't pour into themselves. And what I mean by that is if you go to the studio for $20 an hour, you gonna get $20 worth of work. You go 40, you gonna get 40. You go 60, you gonna get 60, and so on. And a lot of artists, they already lead where they go wrong at is feeling like they're entitled to a team or entitled to help and support and all that. We're not entitled to nothing like that. Everything is built. I went from making clothes, using a camera, to making music, and everything I did, I built that up from the ground. But being a good person or someone that people like or actually having a story and things like that make people gravitate to you even more. And especially with music, in our city, a lot of music is drill music. So having a different narrative, it bring a whole different energy to it. I run into a lot of people that already lead with like, oh, I'm better than you. My feature's this is that, this is this, this is that. And I don't feel like nobody should be like that. Unless you got a big name, I understand it. Because you feel me, it's work at that point. Then you sign to a label and the whole nine that go into that. But when you building, I feel like everybody should build together. As much as people don't think they have it, they have crab in the barrel mentality. I had a song that I wanted somebody to feature on. Mind you, he like, yeah, this joint hot, bro. I love it. Da, da, da. I sent it to him. He said, all right, I'm gonna do it, but you gotta pay me. You wanted to get on my song, but I don't look at it like, oh, I'm pay you. I look at it like, all right, well, on to the next. I'm not looking at you like you bigger than me, bro. I don't feel like nobody should be in competition with nobody, but you gotta be level headed in this because if you get a big head, you not gonna win how you think you're gonna win. It's not gonna go how you want it to. Some people call it confidence, some people call it cocky. You just gotta understand where you at.
I can say, right? Listen, it's no competition. It's levels. And you know me. I think
Chill,
you
bro.
asked.
Chill, bro.
I'm gonna
Chill,
say
bro.
you asked.
No,
Me
right.
personally, I know if I feel like I ain't gonna say I'm the best or I'm close to it, but I know the quality of music I make and the amount of people that's backing me that mess with the music I make and the strangers I don't even know that's listening to my music. So you come to me with something that's horrible, I'm gonna tell you that, and I'm gonna tell you what I think gonna be better. But at the end of the day, We all gotta get it from the ground up. So
Yeah.
if you don't know what you should be doing, you should not be in this business. It's
So,
entertainment business.
Like I'm gonna ask you an
Sir.
honest question, right?
Right.
So a lot of people, try to jump into music, right?
Mhm.
With people that's getting into music, do y'all think it's important, like, instead of, they might go in the studio, make a song, like, yo, bro, listen to this joint, this joint, all right. Y'all think it's important for, they homies and stuff to not be a yes man and be like, all right, bro,
Yes.
Let me speak
this
on
joint out
that.
of
I feel like out of everybody, I got the least amount of yes men around me. I swear to God, I could be 4 bars in. He'll walk in the booth and be like, "No, change that."
I'm telling you, that's not it. Sorry, you can't
But
handle
but
yes man.
but that's what you need, because I know people personally that have too many yes men, and it's like I gotta be the one to be like, no. Now I'm a hater, I'm bitter, I'm it's like
What I said,
you
listen,
feel me?
you could call it what you want. You ask for the truth. I'm gonna give you the truth. If
And I
it's
feel like,
corny, it's corny.
honestly,
It's
I
not
feel
it.
like
If you gotta wrap
as
the
an
session up,
artist,
get out.
I personally not even feel. I know I make quality music. Now I just want better quality now. If somebody come to me with something that's down there, hey bro, I'm more so. He look at it like, all right, we all on our own. I look at
Yeah.
it like, I will help you, but if you don't listen, I can't help you more than you want to be helped. I tell like, all right, go, when you do this, go like this, do this. You got to stop being around him. He's always going to say, yeah, this is hard. You got to get away from people like that. If I'm around 15 people that said my first album was hard, I would still sound like my first album.
But I feel like you gotta feel me on this though. Like, I feel like not even it's all right. I can help to a certain extent, but it's like I'm not about to help with everything.
Everything.
If I gotta help with you, if I gotta tell you, say this, say that, go this way, go that way. No, take this out. Oh, matter of fact, change the beat. Put this beat on that. This sound better. You should not be making music at this point. It's my song.
Nah, that doing
At this
all
point,
that definitely
at this
sound
point,
like,
is
it's
my
my song
song.
now.
True.
If
It's my
we
work.
exactly, and if I'm still trying, see, that sounds like some hating shit. It's
No,
not though. But
I
if
can get
I'm
what you're
still,
saying.
if I'm still working, trying to make my way up, and I'm saying helping you, giving you literally my song,
Yeah.
it's like, no,
So-
bro, you gotta be able to entertain the people. At the end of the day, we're in the entertainment business. You gotta
Yeah.
entertain the people. You
Yeah.
can't. That's me entertaining them through you.
Yeah.
right
I
about
can't,
that.
and then I don't help you. Now you make it sound corny. Like, oh, what happened? It's obvious, bro. It's me.
Yeah, no. It's like we talked about, yes men, right?
Mhm.
I know y'all hear all the time, artists, they hear about the entourages, the people they carry with them. Do y'all feel like in this industry, like, how important is it to have a solid group around y'all? Or do y'all feel like when it come down to like entourages with artists, y'all think that's like not needed? It's not important.
No, it's definitely needed. I feel
Yeah.
like support is always needed. Support, you gonna always need support. You gonna always need somebody there to leave an opinion. I feel like me personally, who I got behind me is not that many of us. What is 4 or 5 of us?
Yeah.
It's not that many of us. We solid, and I feel like with them, but no matter what though, all across the board though, we help each other any way we can. And I feel like without each other, we probably wouldn't have did certain things that we probably second guess, and we wouldn't be where we at today. Like I tell them all the time, I scream it all the time. Like we all we got. At the end of the day, we all we got. Without each other, we probably be nothing.
There's a power,
Honestly,
it's a power in unity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like everybody around me play a certain role. If I got all right, my rappers, I go Yola, Cal, let's go, Watt, Weez, Jig. These my rappers, right? All right, look at it like this. Everybody make great music. Everybody has a unique flow. Everybody sound like they self, right? I feel like I try to lean into more so the business side of things. They get to enjoy themselves. I love it. Somebody doing the show. Who y'all want to do this with me? No, whatever it may be. I'm trying to lean into more so the business side and get my name on the business side, so I could take all of that, bring it right back to them. Because I feel like personally, and he disagree with me all the time. Yola is better than me. When it comes to his music, he's better than me. I can't. bro. Who
I
know
can't say
sound
that.
like PNB Rock and Chris Brown, bro? You see what I'm saying?
He's
I
spicing
like
it.
no,
I just
bro.
make music,
And
bro.
a lot of
Chris
people,
Brown.
I don't
really
even be
will
liking
argue
my
people
music. That's the
like
thing.
two people I argue people down about is Wack and Yola because it's like they don't hear everything, but that ain't even. That's because they don't drop like that. I'm telling you, once they drop the ball rolling, but I feel like them two people, they different, and can't nobody tell me nothing about them. Like they different. Like I started rapping again around Wack, but I elevated my sound around Yola. So it's like with these two people, it's like it's just on the up and up every time. Like they not afraid to tell me no, T, do it different. Do it like they go like this. You went like this before. And B Jizz is heavy on me not sounding the same. I got a song called Self Doubt. It's nothing like I ever did before, ever. But like as far as the entourage, you need that support. Like my first show, wham, everybody was there. It went up. The energy was there. Like when you rap, you get a certain energy in your chest, and it either turn you up or bring you down. My first show, I did amazing. My last show, I was because I was by myself. You feel me? And it's not a confidence thing. It's nothing like that. But when you see your folks out there to support you, it make you want to go even harder. It make you like, yeah, let's go. I got all the guys here. It's just that. It's that.
So like growing up, right? Or not even just growing up, just being from the city of Philadelphia, right? Y'all know like the drill scene, drill music is like real heavy, right?
Yeah.
Y'all feel like with y'all not, being in that field, it's harder for y'all to like, get out there in the
100%.
city?
Yes.
100%. I feel like Philly is focused on drill because I'm gonna keep it being this drill music now. It's like the news. I'm gonna get these rappers. They're the news reporters. I'm telling you. And the thing is, people
they
tune
so
in.
detailed.
And the thing is, it'll be two different sides beefing, and the people out here going to listen to both sides because they want to know the stories, and that's why they stay in touch. It's like, all right, because so the gangs is getting populated and normalized. Everybody want to be a part of something. Everybody want to shoot something, drill something. So they gonna push more towards that music because I guess that's just a phase Philly in right now. As far as me making pain music, love music, they didn't have people in Philly before that and did that. So it's like, all right, some won't even pay it no mind because they like, all right, it sound the same. So that's why I try so hard to not sound the same and try to make it sound different or come with a different style to grab people's attention. But as of right now, the Philly drill scene is taking over, and I refuse to fall in that lane.
I feel like it's like it's harder for artists that's not in that lane to like at least get their foot in the door because they're not drill rappers.
I feel like it's because like when you're not talking about negative things, it's hard for people to gravitate to you because people feed into negative things. If I go on the gram right now and be like, yo, like you really took everything from me, da 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 da, woo woo woo, popping it. Hey, who you talking about? Da 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 da. I drop a song, scrolling past that. People love negative things. Think about it. We got lyrics that Philly things that actually happened. Rappers that talk when they was talking about the lyrics and what happened. They got recordings of people killing each other. Then go and make the song. Everything is so normalized. Everything reporters. Like Philly is dehumanized. Like I'm so like I. Honestly speaking, if I was to see somebody die in front of me, I would be more scared of them shooting me next than a dead body in front of me. Like that's really just my thought process. Like everybody has seen this all before. So when you bring positivity and the negativity, it's like what? Like even when we was kids, bring it to back when we was kids, right? You would be doing the right thing, but a group is doing the wrong thing, and you be like, "Yo, come on, bro, what? Stop talking to me." Like, that's just how it is, bro. This world is hard, but they got the shade room. Don't do nothing but talk about people.
Exactly.
People love the shade room.
Yeah, people more so gravitate towards negativity than something positive, and they all scream, "No, we positive." But anything negative going on, they gonna feed into that more. Same thing. Like I was betting, but I'm serious. Look, listen. No, T, what you went to the gym for a week?
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga doing too much. Fucking you waking up early for walking to the gym. What is you doing, bro?
I'm just sitting in his home.
Like, I'm going. I get up, I pray, I hit the gym. Bro, wake up. He like, Yeah, bro, you just woke up to. I'm like, no, I hit the gym and all that. They told me you doing too much. But it was on the type. I'm like, damn,
I'm
I'm
like,
getting
now they just
big.
want
I'm
to
like,
get
I
their
need to
life
hit
together.
the
Okay.
gym.
So with that, like that mean investing in yourself is important, right?
Yeah.
So as an artist, what do y'all feel like are three of like the most important investments that you should make when building? Like when you building yourself up, what's three of the most important investments you should make? Like I need this.
So for one, invest your money into a good engineer, a good studio. A,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
someone that's not lazy, someone that's not going to get comfortable. Invest yourself into a good engineer in a good studio. Secondly, appearance is everything. Without appearance, people gonna look past you. So you listen, invest yourself and invest in like some clothes, some sign, get yourself out there. You gotta have a different type of style. So more so like a look to put out there. And third, what I feel like I need, I don't know, engineer my looks, and that's probably really it. What you think?
I feel like
I might have
my
missed something.
my number one thing is your professionalism. Invest into your social media. Invest into your brand. Your brand is gonna be everything because if you look like every other regular Philly artist, oh, I'm dropping y'all, give me
They
2
gonna look
comments.
past
They
you.
gonna look past you. Now, I'm looking. I call Yola randomly. Yo, we gotta get our EPKs. See, what is that? I'm at work.
I
Where you
don't
at?
even know what that
I'm
is.
no, look, bro. Da, 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 da. Like I'm telling you, like I'm trying to invest into the business side of it because there's so many people out here with money that'll back you and not even know what you got going on. You gotta invest into your brand. You gotta have great people around you that's gonna support you and back you. That go all into one. So after your brand is set, that's where the studio come in at. You gotta be with an engineer that learns you, that can pick up fast, like all kinds of stuff. And within that, you get your own beats. Y'all great y'all become close. Y'all gain a bond. So now it's like when you go into the studio, hey, you want to stay for extra 2 hours, whatever it may be, or I get close to people and they tell me like, no, I think you should do it like this, bro. You see what I'm saying? And then
You think you found a studio? That's a great studio?
I find another one.
So uh for artists who don't know what an APK is, give them like a brief description of what an APK
Okay,
is.
a EPK is basically your biography, but not it's not a story. It's not nothing crazy. So mine would basically say TeezyHouston. TeezyHouston is an artist out of the West Philadelphia section who started rapping here, this, that, and the third. His most notable songs are this, that, and the third. He raps about this, that, and the third. They had my streams on different platforms: Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. Um, it would have a picture of me, and then from there it would basically talk about what I'm interested in as far as artists. EPKs go out to labels, they go out to clubs, like different things, so people just get a background of who you are and what you do with your music. It's basically like an understanding, because a lot of artists don't know how to explain certain things to people. So an EPK is more so on a professional side where you give them a paper, they understand it the same way they give you a paper and you sign your name away and never make no music off that deal. It's the same thing. But
Gotta
instead,
find the
they
right
not
one.
signing nothing. Y'all need to start reading your contracts too. I have horrible management experiences, bro.
Even now.
So you said you know investing into your professionalism is the number one thing, especially like your brand. As an artist, I mean like marketing got to be important.
Yes.
What's like some ways y'all go about marketing your brand, which is your name?
For me, I ain't gonna lie. Social media.
TikTok, huh?
Yeah, TikTok. I try to stay up on everything. I try to get my name out on everything. Like it be artists with a trending song that'll drop like an open verse, and I go on Band Lab, hop on that joint, throw it on TikTok, and TikTok will love it. So I just try to stay on top of really everything that's trending and get my name on it. It could be the smallest stuff, but I'ma still try to put my name out on something, just so all right, if somebody was to double back on my name, it's like, oh, that's the boy from TikTok. Now, I don't want to be known as that, but if that's where you know me from for right now, that's I need everything. As far as that, I market myself. I feel like it's like speaking as of right now though. So social media and at work for at work, I talk to people. They you make music. I'm like yeah. They're like let me listen to it. I'm like all right. I let them listen to it. Even crazy thing is one of my coworkers. He wound up finding my Instagram. He like I ain't know you make music. Then he just started listening to my music. He like, nah, bro. He said there's a big age gap between me and you, but I really can relate to your music. He like, and now that's one gang supporter, and now he around his homies listening to it. They like, yo, who that now they add my music. Like, so that you definitely got market your name, your face, your brand, your music everywhere for. But that's my ways. It's really social media and work. I try to network a lot with people as well, and see, he ate it. He feel like I be too Joe, but sometimes I feel like I talk to everybody, but you never know who you coming across.
Yeah, you never know who
So
you talking
you gotta
to.
talk. I'm straight. Hey, how you doing?
Conversation can take you far,
You never
man.
know where it's
Never
gonna
know
take
who
you.
you talking to. I'm
Exactly.
sure y'all done had a lot of run-ins, or a few encounters with people y'all talked to somebody that probably wasn't familiar with who they were, and they was able to put you somewhere, lock you in with some stuff.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
What was like for you T? What was one of those encounters that you had?
Bro, I had ran into Core
Yeah.
out of nowhere. He was in the Chinese store. Like no lie, he was in the Chinese store. He was like, yeah, next time I see you, we gonna lock in or something. All right, bet. Mind you, I already know lights. So not so long ago, he was in the studio, and he had a bunch of like different artists in there. Mind you, the shorty, she's singing. I'm like, yo, I got this song. I feel like you'd be great on. Da 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 da. So I send it to her, and she ended up following me on the gram. Shorty got 80,000 followers and really got it buzz. I'm like, damn. Oh, I hit lights. I'm like, yo, Shorty, who that? He like, oh yeah, she signed with me. Oh, like we cool. I'm like, yeah, that's hard. So really, it just be random encounters and like who you know. It's not really about your music no more. It's really who you know, bro.
No, for sure. I said it's not about the music. You could have somebody with a great song and nobody listen to it because nobody know who the person is.
Right.
You got people out here with horrible songs. I'ma say it's horrible. I'ma keep this horrible. You got people out here with horrible songs that's blowing up just because of their connections and who they know. It's really
Yeah.
about and that go back to having somebody entourage backing you and supporting you. Because the person with the great song nobody listening to, nobody backing and supporting them. The person with the trending song that's bad, horrible, can't match that.
And
He
also,
got everybody backing him, so
that go back to
they gonna rock
marketing
with it.
too. I feel like my marketing, I like the slow route. I like that slow route. So when it all circle back, it's like so much on that drawing board. So like the slow route for me was all right. Everybody like drop your album, drop your album. Drop my first album. It's cool. It's like all right, yeah, everybody paying attention. They're not really pulled in though. You gonna listen to it, forget about it. I ain't dropped for 6 months. Drop again. I'm like, no, yeah, I gotta start taking it serious because everybody really listening now.
So like with artists, I watched a interview or someone he was talking to Lil Wayne. I believe it was like a talk show. And somebody asked him like they heard that he had thousands of unreleased songs. Um, it was a few thousand, and Wayne he looked at him like, huh? And he broke it
Wayne
down to him how
different.
many songs that he recorded just in one studio session. And he told the the interviewer just off of one hard drive he had a couple hundred songs, and that was from one session.
You be
That was from
working.
one. That's from one
I don't
session.
think I ever touched
Like,
100 in a
do
session
y'all
yet.
feel like when it comes down to dropping music as an independent artist, like y'all think artists should be focused on, oh, I need to drop everything I'm recording, or build some type of strategy behind it, whereas though they building up the anticipation.
You
I'm gonna
build it
be
up.
honest. I'm gonna be honest, and that's what anything, any content creator, anybody that's trying to entertain, any content creator, anybody that make music, any artist, drop, just drop. You never know what's gonna come across. Just drop. I just was talking to somebody not too long ago. They like, you know how Famous Dex blew up? I'm like, nah. He dropped the song every day.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
He
Famous
said
Dex had a run.
he dropped the song every day, and it was one song that took off, and now he's rich forever. He paid,
Yeah,
and the song that blew up is not even that, and people are still listening to it.
it was one famous Dex song. I can't remember the name of that
All I
song,
know
but
for
he
Famous
Yeah,
Dex,
definitely
you
all
be
I
had a
know.
like,
run.
you
Well,
like what?
Yeah,
but
but yeah, he definitely
but
had crazy ad libs. But
that-
for that song, like the song that I could remember, it was more so like people would pick out like something like the ad libs or like what the
yeah,
hell is he doing?
that's
Like
all that mattered. That's how I said I would never say like, all right. What I learned from my break from not making music is it's always somebody that's working while you're not working that will take your spot.
Yeah, he just told me that like
It's,
2
it's
weeks ago.
always somebody that's working, and when you're not working, that will take your spot. That's why you have to stay consistent. Because me not staying consistent, I lost everybody that was backing me. It was a few that had texted me, "Yo, get back in the studio. You gotta drop. You gotta do this," and I wasn't doing it. So now they just gonna listen to the next person. It don't matter if they corny or not, but it's always gonna be somebody that's working when you're not working. So you gotta stay consistent. Any break, any gap in between, they gonna follow up with the next person,
Yeah, I
and
feel
that's
like
with anything.
I feel like when it comes to like dropping in anticipation, all that kind of stuff, I feel like for me personally and my route, all right, I drop all right like before the music. That's my favorite project out right now. I dropped before the music, right? I dropped that January 24th. I posted it on the 7th. Every single day I'm talking promoting. I'm going, hey Zah, I'm about to come shoot a video for this song, and this song. Da, da, da. I promoted that heavy within them 2 weeks. So my first day I had 1,000 plays because that promotion was heavy. It was anticipated. And I feel like with a lot of artists, with albums dependent, you gotta once you catch the vibe of your album, your song selection is so important, bro. Because I went in slow and mellow, and over time it go up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then it go out with a bang. Them last 3 songs is golden. So I feel like it depends on the type of artist you are. It really do because you have to go certain ways, and this is stuff like I genuinely study these things. Like when I listen to somebody's album, how did you bring this in? Meek Mill, for example. Meek Mill will bring an album in with a soulful type beat, and then over time he build that up. Now you felt all that pain, and he turning up now. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Where I went wrong on my last album was I followed a certain flow, which is cool. Not a certain flow, like a certain type story in it, because it's called Before the Music, and before the music I went through a lot, so that's why I was before the music. I
Basically,
can't talk about winning when I
it'll be
took
the
them losses,
same package, and on different beats.
right? But that's what I'm looking to change. I feel like a lot of artists where they go wrong is a lot of artists only got one flow.
yeah.
They don't try to dig into new things. This is my flow. This is what
Scared.
I'm gonna do. They gotta stop doing that. You gotta be able to dig into new things.
See, that's what I would say. Try to no, I am gonna say
You
try to
just
make every
song,
song sound completely different.
yeah,
It's always good. Like I said, look at don't never look at the studio like you wasting money or wasting time. Look at it like practice. Basketball players, they didn't get good overnight. They go in the gym and practice. Look at the studio like the gym before it's game time. Go in and try different sounds, different styles, different beats. You never know which one of them is going to catch the people's ears.
right. And
If you stick, then I say that that's what I do. I try to not make everything sound the same. But then again, you got some people that uh have a certain sound for so long and then try to switch it up, and then they
they
fans
don't
like,
even
what is
sound
this?
right.
And then they
Yeah.
lose everybody that really was listening.
Yeah, I feel like one person, well, two people, that's so versatile is Walking Yola. Like with Yola, they like, oh, he only rap like this. I'm like, no, you don't even know.
You
Like,
gotta listen.
I really FaceTime somebody, be like, no, listen to this. They damn, send me this. No, or like Walk, back when we was in school, he had just Game Off and Mobbing at the time. He only drill rap. Mind you, he was not drill rapping. It's just how he was coming on the beat. He was popping it. Once he dropped just the beginning, They understood. He go, how I got you, tension. You got first card. Like he got so many different varieties. That's
Yeah.
why when it comes to like he said, it's levels. I feel like Walking Yola's right here. I'm under them because I'm still trying to dig into what they doing. I got my own set, but I feel like what they do is very different than what I do. That's why I put them on that number one level. That's why they on that pedestal. They different.
Okay. So you mentioned you got a tape that's called Before the Music, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna take it back. Before the music for both of y'all, growing up, did y'all see yourself making music?
Nah,
No,
I just
I'm be
always love
honest.
music.
No, I definitely love music. I always court myself singing here and there. Like I ain't gonna lie, I love music. Like my music taste, my playlist is all over
Yeah,
the place. Like I
varieties.
could give you some 80s, 90s music. I go females music, then I could go some hard male stuff, some soft male stuff. Like I
Mm,
really love music, but back then I ain't seen myself making music at all. I wanted to be an athlete.
yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
after an athlete, I you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like I never thought like all right, like I see myself making music, but now I'm doing it. It's like I love it. I got a different type of love for it,
Yeah.
and it's like, and I feel like that be the reason why I don't be dropping like that because I can listen to a song. So I really make music off how I feel, and
You don't feel
once I
like that
make the
no more.
song and then I listen to it, it's like I don't feel this way no more. So I personally don't like it, and I'm not going to drop anything I don't like, which I got to get better at because I could have a million other people listen to it. They like drop it, drop it, drop it,
You
like
know
they
they
want to hear it.
say the
That
stuff
song you
that you
don't
don't
like be the
like,
It'll be
one.
not
the
even just the song, but the stuff that you don't like be the stuff that like people
be the stuff
love.
that people love, and and
Yeah.
I feel like this upcoming tape that's going to be the one to take off because it was really hard putting together the tape because at one
Mm,
I get in my moods where I'm like, I'm not dropping nothing. Like I don't like none of these songs. I always feel like I can do better. I can make a better song. I'm around different people now, so I'm experiencing different
mm,
sounds. I'm taking in different gems. It's like, all right, now it's time for me to make better music. So everything that was old really don't be meaning nothing to me no more. But I gotta stop because I got people that really want to hear that, and that set me back in a way because they look at it like, oh, you not driving. They gonna look right past me
yeah.
because as of right now, I only got out one tape
Two
and
singles.
two singles,
Yeah, two singles.
yeah, two singles, and them songs was more so that was before I really that's when I was just dropping. That was before I decided like, all right, I want to go this way or go different ways on it now. So that's why I said this tape is really gonna show like who been working and who haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
feel
numbers
like
speak. Like I said, it's levels.
yeah.
It's levels, and I'm up here, and I personally feel like there's a lot of niggas that's not fucking with me, and this tape gonna say it all. Y'all can listen to it, and any nigga
Barely
think they can
and
fuck
my
with me, we could get a
man not
studio session
going, not
immediately. I'm
going for
running
none of
niggas.
that.
Yeah.
But
I'm not.
I feel like for me, life before the music, I always love music. My mom woke me up every day playing Mary J. Blige. My
I feel
mom,
like
my
everybody can relate to that.
yeah, my
Sunday
mom.
cleanings and
For
all that.
sure,
What I'm
for
Waking
talking,
up
but I'm
sure.
to
talking like waking me up for
wait.
school.
Mm-hmm.
I like what I see when I'm looking at me
All
when I'm
right, all
walking.
right,
You
all
see
right.
what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna front. It definitely was
That's a
times like
joke.
Dukes would play like Tamar
You
Braxton
see
and
what I'm
Yeah, just
saying?
like
wake up
all that.
on the drive to
Bro,
school,
Yeah.
I'm
anything, just
telling
playing
you,
some
it gets
music.
so crazy. I love music so much, bro. I anything I like, I listen to. I got country music, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff, bro.
No, for sure.
I
Pop
asked him,
music.
I hop in the shower, turn Benson Boone right on, like no
Nah,
kids.
real
But
rap.
Yeah.
on a type tip, bro, life before the music, I never really had my mind set on anything. I'm horrible with setting my mind to one thing. I feel like that's why music's so good for me. Like I'm like, "Man, I don't know what I want to be. I just want to make money. That's all I want to make money. But the money was never supposed to be for me. I just wanted to take care of everybody. I went from wanting to be a firefighter. I wanted to get my CDL. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a photographer. I did a brand, but once I got the music, it's like I love
Farmer,
this. It's
cop.
all stop playing music. Never that. I
Yo.
I I really looked at it like it's always something new to learn because there's so many different varieties. I get bored too fast, so it's like always something to do. Like my mind is always just like this, so it's always something that's gonna keep me entertained.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all y'all think it's important for individuals who like making music for them to I just drove
Yeah.
all right. Nah, y'all think it's important for individuals who making music, like up and coming artists, to like dip and then a few different lanes to explore. Because when you talked about artists, they having a certain sound for a long time. I think in the stages of building, they should be releasing
Different
different
sounds for
sounds.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you as a build. I feel like as of right now in the stage I'm in, or anybody that don't got a big name for themselves, try everything. You gotta try everything because you never know who gonna mess with what. So I feel like you gotta try everything. You can't have no set sound because it's really like, who are you?
Mm,
Who are you? Nobody really gonna listen to it. It's gonna get tiring after a while.
Right.
But if you trying different things, it's gonna keep everybody entertained and they're gonna want to constantly come back and listen to it. They're like, all right, what is he giving us now? I feel like you gotta give different sounds, different flues, different genres of music. Like me,
mm,
as I'm matter of fact, I met somebody in the studio the other day. Whose name was Josh,
Yeah.
the white boy Josh. He came in. I was telling him like, yeah, I want to start messing with like some Morgan Wallen type beats, like some country
mm,
music. He straight pulled up a song. He got a country song with a he live in Delaware. He said it's on the radio all day long. Mind you, I ain't know him from a can of paint, and I'm like that come from me talking and making that
yeah,
connection. He be
conversation.
on the radio all day long in his town off a country song,
Yeah.
and from his appearance, I wouldn't expect it out of him. He was talking about the Glocks and shooting and
Oh,
selling up. I'm
oh,
like, oh, I
oh,
ain't
snap.
expect that from him.
Uh,
And then he put up some country stuff, and then I hear him on something else on a Philly type beat. And he can rap Philly, so I'm like, it pays to be versatile and make different sounds and dip into different things. It's like, all right, I might not like this, but I like this, and because I like this, I'm going to support you and listen to this.
okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna give y'all each of y'all a word, right? And y'all gonna tell me the first thing that come to mind when y'all hear this word, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So your word gonna be leadership.
Leadership, like, what kind of mind with leadership? Leadership, uh, really, like I feel like to be a lead, you can't call yourself a leader if you don't do certain things. Like you gotta be willing to lead and be able to be on your own and just show some type of dependency.
What's give me two characteristics that you feel like a leader would need to have.
I feel like for one, a leader should always be confident
Mhm.
for sure, and really, I feel like you. That's how. I don't know. I feel like you gotta be confident. And you gotta be able to you gotta be able to lead.
You feel
You
like
gotta be able to be on your own.
in a space of like being a leader or in a position to you calling the plays, like you the quarterback, you calling the plays. You feel like you need to be a student as well while being in that position.
For sure. I feel like it's always more to learn. It's a lot. It's as much as we think we know it all, we don't
Mm-hmm.
know it all. You learn something new every day,
Yeah.
so you can't be cocky or put yourself above anybody. You can
Mm-hmm.
have a leader mentality, but you don't have to carry it like that. And I feel it. I says that in a way like, because all right, I'm a leader. That means I don't I wouldn't put myself above anybody. I'll be able and open to listen to and take any information from anybody,
Okay.
and then carry that on from what I learned and just keep learning more and more. I feel like you
Mm-hmm.
can't call yourself a leader if you ain't trying to learn.
All right. And T, your word is going to be balance.
I feel like in order to be somebody that's balanced, you gotta be somebody that's comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because balance comes with good and bad. You never know what your balance will be. It's never always going to be 50-50. So my balance in life is if I have 5 good days, my next 3 days might be bad. That's just a test to see how well I can balance what's going on. So if you able to balance things, you could succeed even more because once you, it's like you could stand on one foot all day and be like, yeah, look, y'all, I can stand on one foot. Look, I'm doing this. It's been 5 days, and you fall. You gonna get back up and hit me, or you gonna get back up and keep going. They're not gonna know you for falling. They're gonna know you for standing up. So it really depends on you. It really do.
So I give y'all those words for this reason. What y'all, in the entertainment industry, I'm sure y'all look up to individuals who are already in the space that y'all want to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a leader, you, you get to these spaces, you need to have certain characteristics, also a balance, right? So outside of the music, y'all work and things like that. How do y'all create a balance between the music and everything that y'all do outside of it?
I feel like I create a balance between music and my outside life. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like whenever I got free time, that's when I make music. The balance is, all right, when it's time to work, it's time to work. It's time to spend time with family, spending time with family, and whatever free time. Like I wouldn't say I put music last, but as of right now, it's more so in the time. Like whenever I got time for it, I do it. But
Okay.
I'm always writing. I'm always listening to different beats.
Okay.
So it's like, and then I'm surrounded. I'm with an artist all day long. So it's like my personal life slowly leaks into music because if we just chilling in the house, we thinking of different ways to promote our music or thinking of different beats to go on in our apartments. You be right, listen to beats. Anytime we together, we can't be together for too long without like, all right, come make this song, come write this. I like not here. I come in the house fresh off of work, and I'm walking in to basically my music, like, cause I walk into him playing the beat. Yo, listen to this. I'm writing this. I'm sure. Yo, let me get on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just did a song
Immediately.
called On Your Own,
Yeah.
and he wasn't supposed to be on it, but I'm like, all right, give me 16 scattered bars. I got you. He gave me 16.
I
I'm like,
wrote two different songs to
all
that
right.
one beat. I said, which way you want me to go on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Song came out
So
scattered.
like
yeah.
with you working and being an artist, you said you don't put music last, but you do when you got time. For other artists who can relate to y'all working and trying to build something from the ground up at the same time, do y'all think it's important? Like, all right, I can't get in the studio, but I still need to be writing or doing something, listening to beats, like studying. You
No,
think it's
Nah.
no,
important to do
for
that?
sure.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like because it's like, all right,
I'm gonna bounce off you. I got something for this.
yeah, because I feel like you got to, because you gotta always be like, all right. At the end of the day, you gotta look at music like a job too. Like, all right, you may not be able to go record it, but you should be definitely taking notes on it, especially if you want to get better and expand. Like I said, there's always more
Yes.
to learn about music. There's a lot more to learn about music. Like I can say a month ago, I write, listen to a beat, and just rap on it. I got in the studio with another artist who actually was in the industry, and that's when he broke it down to me. It's not just about the beat and making it sound good. He said you gotta catch the certain claps in the beat. Like it's more so science with music and science with the beats. You gotta know when to stop here, come back in here, go down, go up, and catch the people ear. I ain't know that. So it's like, all right, and then I think that session I didn't record nothing. It was more so a learning session. So I feel like you always gotta be able, especially if you see yourself taking music seriously, and you still got a personal life, bills got to be paid. Any chance you get to learn about music or even make new songs, take advantage of it, and just go all the way from it with it.
Yeah. I feel like you gotta balance with time first. Time is gonna be your first thing. For me, I get two different shifts, and I know these shifts. I get it beforehand. So if So I'll be like, all right, I want to go to the studio. What's the best time for me to go to the studio? What's the most productive time for me to go to the studio? What's a time that I know I'm gonna be at my best? You gotta look at it like you're going to get burnt out at some point, but you being burnt out with the studio don't mean you need to be burnt out with music. Like you can sit in the house and like what I would do when I get stuck. Honestly, I'm gonna get this game. Sometimes when I used to get stuck, I would go listen to an artist, but I'm not listening to their lyrics. I'm listening to how they say things, not what they're saying, rather how they say it, their tone. So if I hear you go up at a certain point, I hear you go down at a certain point, I hear you do this at a certain point, I'm like, okay, all right, that makes sense. Cause now I'm listening to you more. Or depending where the ad libs go, like it's like he said, it's a learning process. It's always more to learn. Like he said with beats, I used to just cut through beats, just go full fledged, but now I can go bring it right back up, bring it down. I keep people entertained, but it's a time thing because you may get off a 10-hour shift. I'm tired, and I used to be like that, but once I get in the studio, all that energy come right back. So it really depends on you. You if you really want this, you gonna make the time for it. You gonna build it around your life because that's what you want. Like I want to build a studio in the crib, so when I don't want to go to the studio, I can sit in the crib and practice. Yeah, that work.
I think that sounds like a great idea. That would be a way to, for artists to save some money. It's crazy.
No, for sure.
I heard it's crazy. So artist, I believe I can't remember his name, but y'all could probably help me out figure out his name. It's
Mhm.
this clip. And he talked about how you get signed to a label, they give you the money, go take care of everything, right? That you
Mhm.
need to take care of, and they got a dedicated amount that go to studio time,
Yeah.
right? So he is like before he started
I know you're
recording,
talking about.
he had a
Oh,
studio
Mighty
in the
J.
house.
Mighty J,
Yeah,
yes.
he had a
I
studio
feel like he
in
did
the
that smart.
house, and he all he did was go get an LLC for it, and
Mhm.
said like, all right, look, this where I go to the studio. Hey, y'all can forward all the payments there.
It was
And
going to
all that
him.
money was going back, that was going back to him. That definitely would be a way for like artists to save money, having the studio in house.
That's why I say the business side of things. If
Yeah.
you don't know the business, you will get played because every business is somebody at the top. You don't always got
Yeah.
to be at the top,
Everything is a
but you
business.
deserve to be
Everybody want to get
comfortable.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
everything is a business.
I had somebody say I was looking for a manager. I had somebody say, yeah, 200 every month to manage you. Like what I'm getting out of this? Oh, you get to be on this platform and that platform, and this platform. I'm searching for every platform. None of them following. So it's basically like I'm still independent. You just saying you my manager. I had somebody else say, yeah, this what we gonna do. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, well, show me. You telling me something don't matter to me. Show me. I wake up the next day, he got my name in his bio and all this. Damn, bro, you just left a bad taste in my mouth because I never said, yeah, I didn't sign that contract. So my managing experience has been bad. A lot of people is going to try to get over, and I look at it like they're going to try to get over because I'm making good music. I'm making music that people is going to want to hear. It's just about getting
Sure.
me out
You
there.
gotta know the game.
Yeah,
You don't know the
you
game, you're gonna get fucked over.
and a lot of people have been. So it's like I watch it happen to them, and I'll be like, no, that's not happening to
And
me.
that come from just learning music and learning the entertainment business for sure. Because it's easy to get fucked over in this business. For one, because nobody patient. Everybody want to blow up quick. Everybody want to take the easy route. Everybody want to be fast. Everything. You can't rush nothing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I tell T this all the time. You never going to be happy with what you got or where you at now if you constantly wanting more. It's okay to want more, but at least cherish what you got in the moment. 'Cause you never gonna be happy with it if you constantly want more and more and more and more. If you want more, all right, take them steps to do more. It's not gonna come to you, but don't rush it.
So
When it's time, it's time.
I'm sure y'all, we talked about it being important to always be a student. Y'all got mentors or like somebody y'all look up to?
Yeah,
Are they your artists as well?
no, clothing brand owner.
Cool. All right. So who are some of y'all like who are some of y'all mentors or people that y'all may look up to as a way to like, all right,
Navigate.
this is like maybe a mindset I need to have, some actions I need to take, keep pushing, keep going.
Look in the mirror. It's you.
And you gotta feel me on this. I say you
For real.
because like like personally knowing you and seeing everything we've been through and seeing how you still so level headed, I think to myself, like, how do he stay so calm, bro? Because I used to be able to do that, but it's like I'm blocking out how I feel. And now I've been snapping a lot lately. So it's like when I look at you, I look at you as like somebody who I like, how do I navigate through this? And you will always have an answer. Even if you say you don't know, you follow up with an answer. You somebody that never stayed down, never let the odds beat you. This, that, and the third. Like the whole nine. Like remember when I was basically saying like it could be one person doing something good while 10 people doing something bad? You always been the one person. So I look at you differently than I look at everybody else. Other than you, I would say Coach Al. Because he just like you. But the difference was he did all the wrong stuff and then started doing the right stuff when he seen what came with it. He changed his life. And I respect that. I respect somebody who could do wrong and then be right again. My problem is with people that do wrong, continue to do wrong because they scared to say they wrong. Y'all not scared to admit where y'all go wrong and all that. Like y'all really teach me so much and y'all might not notice it, but y'all teach me a lot with life, bro.
Sure, I know.
Yeah,
It feel like it's like anytime I'm running into, cause I be on the tip like, all right, I could do it on my own. I ain't stressing. I could do it on my own. And then I run into an obstacle. It's like, dang. Anytime I know I'm stuck or I need a path to go down or just some quick advice, I know I can hit you up. You hit me up. You never steered me wrong
Ever.
So it's like, all right, if yeah, I feel like any problem I have, it's not even like all right putting that on because it's also I feel like a lot of people are. It could get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm here for everybody, but who gonna be here for me? Like it's like that's why I try to make it never. So I don't want to make it seem like that. Like all right, anytime I got a problem, but I know anytime it's something though, and I don't know how to navigate it, you got the answers to it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Like that ain't gonna lie, that mean a lot. Um, y'all read or like on the reading or anything like that?
I'm gonna be so honest, bro.
That.
I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. School, they used to pull me out of class, bro. School, learn. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Like I'm be so honest. I didn't try college twice. I barely made it through high school, bro. School, reading that's not my thing. I don't know. I got a short attention span. I'm be honest. If it's not something that I'm trying to do or see myself doing, I'm not gonna pay it no mind, and that's me being fully transparent.
Yeah, I feel him on that, but with me, I say like I always been a history and English person. So I will read something if it interests me. I love history though. Anything historic about our history or any history, I will watch it. I will watch it and be like, yo, did y'all know that? They be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no,
Yeah, see, and it'd be like, as
it
much
be
as
the
we alike,
random
we
stuff.
got so many differences. He be that, and I'm like, bro, why do that matter? It happened already.
Like I love history. I love learning, bro. Like if it's one thing I love is somebody that can. I gotta have people around me that can teach me stuff. You can't be on the same. I feel like everybody around me should be smarter than me because y'all gonna bring me up. You feel me? And if I'm up, I'm gonna bring y'all up. But if you want to be up, I always want to be smarter, smarter, smarter. So reading, yeah, I do want to read. I want to get into more books and watch more videos.
Y'all ever heard the saying of like I believe I can never remember the people who say it, but I always remember the message. But you ever heard somebody say like, you know, you are who you hang around, or like if you the smartest person or the richest person in the room, like you in the wrong room.
No, for sure.
Especially if you want to keep building.
For sure. Yeah, I heard
Why
that
you
before.
think I'm not the
and
best in the room when it comes to music?
And I think I can agree with that because through me personally, when I was out doing my thing, running wild, really like losing my mind, getting into all the wrong stuff I was supposed to be. I wasn't doing nothing right. I'm be honest. I was doing everything wrong. It's because who I was around. If everybody I'm around doing everything wrong, of course I'm gonna do it. Then it's like, all right, I'm. It's always, and it's not even like on a leader follower stuff. It's not being a follower. It's I really found joy and excitement and a right while doing the wrong stuff. Yeah. Then once I separate, I always say you got to separate to elevate. Once I separate and put myself around a different crowd that's doing better and it's throughout all different things and always trying to find a way to expand, and then I start doing the right thing. I never thought I was going to go to college. I didn't have plans to go to college. I said that in the song a while ago. Like that's that from And I express myself through my songs though. So from 2020 up until now, 2020, I done said, I said, fuck going to school, fuck 9 to 5s. I'd rather be in the streets. You listen to my music now, it's saying how I done went through that and I seen where it led me and all the pain it caused me. So now I'm preaching, don't do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like definitely, you definitely become who you hang around.
Yeah, you become who you hang around. If I go around like all right, for example, you become who you hang around. I was taking pictures and they got to it like I'm a thinker. I think a lot. It's like damn, I'm always taking the picture, never in the picture. And it's like damn, am I missing out on something? I'm not missing out on nothing. At the end of the day, when I go home, I'm going home with my stomach full, money in my pocket, and I'm getting home safely. These people I may be shooting these videos for, taking pictures for, whatever they got going on, not gonna leave me where I need to be. I start making music. I'm like, I don't want to make drill music. I don't want to get caught up in the wrong thing. I want. If I ever see somebody come around me and do a drug other than weed, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I do not play that, bro, because it's so easy to do the wrong things. I said that. I said, um, it's hard to do it's hard to do the right thing. It's easier to sin. It's so easy to slap somebody when it's a room full of people and they disrespecting you. It's hard to walk away. You walked away. You didn't hit him. I would have did, but it's like you wasn't in that situation. It's hard to be a good person, but when you are a good person, you're not gonna get rewarded for it as much as you will being a bad person because it's not normal no more.
Yeah, definitely.
No, for sure.
Good people they don't really get rewards for being a good person.
At all,
But
people
they
will
make
uplift
compare.
you
Yeah,
for doing something negative.
yeah,
People thrive off negativity.
Yeah,
I feel
and
like
I feel
that's
like
the problem with people
especially
now.
no disrespect to them. I love them. Black women thrive off negativity and talking
So
down on people. Yes, I feel like that.
I wouldn't even designated to a
Yeah, we didn't
gender.
put no gender
I
on
would
it.
just
It's
say
everybody for.
like a community
But
as a whole.
all right, this is where we could agree to disagree. When you go on social media and you see somebody talking down on somebody clothes or somebody this or somebody that, it may be a man. Like, bro, I really like, in my own opinion, like what I see personally, it really be like black women. I be like, damn, bro, like, come on, chill out. And I just be like, damn, like, girls be their own worst enemy, and I live by that rule. Girls are their own worst enemy. Comparison is a theft of joy. They always want to compare and compete. They gotta stop doing that. Girls need to hold each other. They need to bundle each other because there's so much that they go through. But it's like they don't do it, and I don't understand why. It's like every girl be in competition with themselves. I never seen the man go in his front room and take a picture of his drawers and save it. Like
Yeah.
They be cutting.
they be drawn, bro. Yes,
But I
bro.
feel like it. I don't know. I feel like it's females and males got their own
They own ways.
of doing stuff. Like the females, that's why when you could say that they'd be like, "Oh, that's some female shit." Females got a way of doing things.
Yeah.
Females got away with it. Males, you can say, bro, we have done some nutty shit. It's like, damn, no, that's nutty. But it's like, all right, it might not be what the females do. That's why you can't really put no gender on it because it might not be what the
That's what I'm
females
saying.
do. But
Like,
at the
on
end
a
of the
personal
day,
scale.
it's the same shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do something called Leaders Toolkit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for our leaders that's watching, collectively give them 3 things, characteristics, book, quote, give them 3 things that they'll need to, build something. Or when they're building something.
When they building something,
Somebody said this to me a couple of days ago. He said, if you was to lose it all today, what would you do tomorrow? And I feel like that stuck with me because if I was to lose everything I built for the past year and some change, tomorrow, it's like, would you build it again or would you give up knowing like you could have did it again? I don't like the thought of thinking I could have. Either I will or I won't. I got to be set on one or two. So I feel like you should always keep striving. If you know you could be great, be great. You're going to take losses. If you have 5 bad days, You might have 6 good days. It's a balance. Nothing can be good forever and nothing will be bad forever. You got to be strong mentally because everybody, you can't please everybody. You're going to have a certain, and I'm speaking to artists, you're going to have a certain audience that loves you. You're going to have a certain audience that likes you, and you're going to have a certain audience that hates you or say turn you off every time you're on. So with them things being said, you just got to keep going. It's tunnel vision. You cannot give up on yourself no matter what, bro.
Oh, for sure. I feel like for one, you got to keep the motivation and the love for what you got, and you got to keep faith in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself, nobody will.
Right.
You got to keep that. Secondly, I feel like a lot of people feel like they could do everything on their own. You can't. You
You need a
Without
team.
a team, it's nothing. So you got to keep the love, the motivation to thrive, the faith in yourself. You got to believe in yourself, and then that follows up with the team. Now your team believe in you because you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And then last, I feel like you, for real, the way the world is now, bro, you gotta have some money, bro. Find you a hustle. Find you a hustle
To
and make
support what
some
you
money to
doing.
support what you want to do. I feel like everything happened for a reason. Nothing is peaches and cream. The road is never going to be easy. It's always going to be obstacles in that road of getting what you want. Because if it came to you easy, you're not going to cherish it and you're going to mess it up. Trust me, I did it before. If
Right.
the obstacles make you never want to go back to where you came from, and it's going to have you appreciate it more because you're going to look back like, dang, I went through all this and now I'm finally where I'm at. You
Mhm.
cannot let nothing stop you from going forward. At the end of the day, it's possible. Nothing is impossible. Seriously, if it's your dream, you're dreaming it for a reason. That thought, that dream is not in your head for no reason.
And
It can
don't
happen and it will happen. If you make it happen, you got to apply yourself.
don't
Honestly.
let nobody don't let nobody that didn't do what you're trying to do or are currently doing tell you you cannot do it. Don't let nobody walk up to you and say, "How you trying to rap? You 20 already. You can't, bro. Come on, bro. It's over."
And I
Don't let
will
nobody tell
add,
you what you can't do, bro. Oprah got famous at 35, bro.
yeah.
It's so many people that got famous at 35, bro. I'm
I mean,
19. If I
lately,
don't blow up till 35, cool. Oh, he been rapping for so long.
I mean,
I got what you want now,
that's
though.
nothing
You see what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Meek mentioned all the time. He been doing this for years.
Yeah,
Oh,
Meek
for sure.
Meek
He
blew up
just now
at
really getting.
26. He was rapping for 10 years. He blew up at 26.
You know,
He said, "Why can't you blow up at 19?"
he always talk about he been doing this for years. Even now he
Uh-huh.
tell you like, yo, I've been rapping for a long time, but in order for me
We
to
really
get
watched Meek
somewhere,
grow
it
up.
took me like 10 plus years
We
in order
watched
for
him
me to
grow up,
get
bro.
in order for me to get somewhere, especially like people from Philly. We watch Meek go from,
Nappy
as he
braids.
always say, nappy braids,
Happy Breeze a
battle
lot.
rapping to now
Uh-huh.
you feel me?
You know, run with
He's
superstar.
he's he's actually, representing for the city of Philadelphia when it comes to, the entertainment industry, and also he's in a place where he, coming back, putting other artists that's, coming
And
up from the city
and I feel like
on.
not even music with Meek though. You know, he changed the law
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
the
it's
inmates.
like
Like
with
I
that
feel like,
reform. So
and
yeah.
and and that go back to you become who you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Best believe 10, 15 years ago, I bet you he's not hanging around them same people he
Yeah.
was 10, 15 years ago. And a lot of people hate him for that. And they look at it, a lot of people look at it like you changed up, you let the money change you. No, no, it's either you gonna change with me or you getting left. You either get with
He
it or
said
get
that
He
left. And
though.
I
said that. He
live
He
by
talk
that.
said
about that
that
in his music.
he
Yeah,
he
you
he
Yeah.
get
talked
with it or
about
get left.
in the interview. He
And it
said,
hurt, but some people gotta go.
yeah, he said in the interview basically, um, people say I changed, but no, you changed. Before I had this money, you didn't want that. Before
Yeah.
I had this status, you didn't want to be around me.
Mm-hmm.
People change and then say you changed because you not changing with them. All right,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, all right, I got this money. All right, I want to get out the hood. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to learn the business. I want to do this. You feel me? The things that they would say the white man do to be successful. But if y'all did the same things, I promise you, we'd be in the same position. It's like a crab in a barrel mentality. Now, I'm not knocking nobody. Yes, the white man, whatever it may be. But if we take them same steps, there's so many black people that did so many great things, and you might not even know the peanut butter you eating came from a black man. Like so many things, but y'all don't take the time to learn stuff. Y'all feel like a mindset a lot of black people have is that this should be handed to me. And it's never that, bro. You get up and go get it. They gonna talk about you, but they can't talk about somebody who put that work in. You ain't put that work in with me. He had an interview where he said basically how he was on the jail with 18 people and it totaled down to be 4, and Lights was one of the people with him. He took Lights and put him on a powerhouse stage just because he stayed down with him.
Crazy. I was at Powerhouse that year.
Just because he stayed down, he said Lights didn't go have fun, didn't go to no clubs, didn't do nothing, just stayed in the studio with him. So if I go sit around the artist that's blowing up and I be like, yeah, no, I'm ready to go to the club, bro, I'm gonna see you. No, I'm staying in the studio because this is what I want.
That's what I'm here for.
This is what I'm here for, bro.
Like, you gotta work for what you want, and you always gotta be willing to learn. I feel like a lot of people scream that I'm grown shit because of age. No,
It's not the age,
it's
the
age.
bond.
Age don't determine if you grown. It's your mindset. It's the shit you doing. Like for me right now, though, I've been paying bills since fucking 18. There's a people 35 that's not paying bills. I can wake up and say, yes, I am grown. I am a grown ass man. I handle my business like I'm supposed to. I work, make my music, go in the house. You 35 screaming, you grown, you still in your mom's basement. You ain't helping with nothing. You eating, shitting, and going the fuck to sleep. You cannot scream you grown if you not doing nothing a grown man should do. Grown never it determines there's no age, it's your mindset for sure. So if you 35 and a bad situation to me and I'm doing good, you should be open to learn from me.
Badly. You gotta be able to learn from anybody, no matter who it may be.
Yeah.
There's people younger than me that could probably teach me something. I'm only 19.
Definitely.
I'm only
You never
19.
know
So
who
many
you
people that
can
can
learn
teach me
something
stuff.
from.
But people think since they grown, they like to be OGs that I'm gonna
Yeah, they
listen.
get hard
If you
headed.
say
I'm not
something to
listening.
me that don't make no sense, I'm gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
Off rip. And you gonna take it as disrespect. But you
And
cannot listen to everything that's said to you.
and I feel like it depends. I don't know. Sometimes it can depend where it come from. Like you. You said something I agree but not disagree. I agree and don't agree with because you said as far as me, I'm gonna be transparent. You see, I got a problem with drinking, and I tell you don't drink, but you said why would I not drink when I see you doing it?
Right.
And I feel as though see, I can agree with it because it's like, all right, Dad, you doing it because it make me want to do it. You can't practice. You not practicing what you preach.
Right.
But see how I look at it as see this is where I disagree because it's like I see where it led me and the effects it got on me, and I don't want that for you. I'm in a space where all right, I'm not even saying I want it for myself because I started. I find it hard to just let go because it helped me in multiple ways. I don't want it to get to that point for you because of my love and care for you. So it's like I feel like it really depends on a lot of people's perspective on things though.
Yeah. And let's go back to your entourage. Anybody around me, they won't let me smoke. They won't let me drink. I don't party. Like all the fun stuff. That's not. I'm not gonna say they don't let me, but it's like they see me doing something that I don't got no business doing. Anybody, they could check me about that. That's a lot of people problem. Y'all friends not allowed to check y'all. That make me feel like y'all not friends. If you can't check your homie right then and there and it's clear, something's wrong. Y'all need to go talk about that. If my homie doing something wrong, I'm like, bro, you drunk, and he feels some type of way, in my head, I'm not telling you again because you can't take that criticism. I'm gonna have to let you do wrong and see how wrong and where you go wrong, and you got to learn on your own. But
Yeah, you live with every decision you choose to make. Any position you in right now, just know every decision you led, every decision you did
led you there.
up until then led you into that position.
Yes.
So if you messed up right now, you did something previous to that to leave you messed up. If you're doing good right now, you did something previous to that to help you do good. You live with every decision you make.
Yeah, I told y'all before. It was a video. And the person was talking about his mindset shifted when he understood that the results of the reality that he's living in today, in that moment, is is all because it's all due to the decisions that he decided to make 90 days prior to that day.
Mm-hmm.
All of the decisions that he chose to make 90 days prior to that day is the reason that he's in this predicament, that he's in. So he gave an example of, going to the gym. For things like that, you don't just go do this thing one time and start to see results. When you build it, you starting a business, you making music. You don't go hit the studio or drop a product and you see results the first time you do it.
Mm-mm.
It's not that's just not how it happens. You gotta build it up. You gotta build everything up, and it takes consistency, hard work,
Consistency
dedication,
is key.
or what I like to use is like a mindset of the 3 Ds: discipline, dedication, and determination. You got to be disciplined enough to when you're not motivated, get out there, take care of business, make sure everything taken care of. You got to be determined. Determined come from establishing a why. For the days that you don't want to do it, you may not be in the mood, or like you get discouraged. Them slow seasons, you determine like, all right, I got my why. It's bigger than me. I need to go through this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And dedication, like you dedicated to what you doing, like this is what I want to do. This is what I want
I
want to
said
do in
that.
my life. When 40 years from now, I look back, I want to be able to say like, all right, yeah, I put the work in, and I'm dedicated to, I was dedicated enough to get to this position in life. This is where I wanted to be.
And I could say I feel like a lot of people uh, put themselves in a messed up situation by depending on other people as well. That's it. You can't depend on nobody.
Nobody.
You gotta have yourself for anybody got you. You gotta have yourself. For example, you that when you went to what's that streetwear thing in Atlanta,
Yeah, last year,
if
right?
you would have depended on who you was dependent on to go with you, you wouldn't have went.
Yeah,
You got up and said, "No, I'm going by myself. I don't care if I gotta sleep in my car. I'm gonna go
yeah,
and get my brand out there." And look who you ran into. A
yeah.
lot of people who now know who you are, or at least know of you, or remember your face or your
Yeah,
brand now.
a lot of them people out there, a lot of them out there. I'm still connected with a lot of the people that I met.
And
I
that
ran
go
into
from
out
Yeah.
there.
you just getting up and going on your
Yeah,
own.
getting up, going. At first, it was supposed to be a whole big thing, and things didn't go as planned. It was
Start
just it
bubbling
was
down.
last minute
Can't
pivot,
lose that faith.
That
last
was
minute
Kept it
pivot.
meant
on.
Like,
like on the type tip. That was your test. That was
yeah,
your test to see. All right, it's God might have sat there and said,
See how
"What if I
bad he
take
really want
everything
it.
from him? He's still gonna go."
yeah,
He's like, "Oh, all right, he's
yeah,
still going.
You
Okay, he's
definitely,
find a
still gonna
way.
go. Still gonna get his content. He
definitely,
don't care."
definitely. So I know y'all working on a bunch of stuff, right?
Hmm.
Still in the studio. You mentioned you working on the tape, another tape. I know you working on something else. Give You don't gotta give too much,
Hmm.
but give like a song that y'all working on. If y'all got the name of it, give them the name of an up and coming song, or like the tape that y'all working on.
All right.
Give them like a teaser
My tape coming out soon. I'm gonna keep it a B with y'all. It was
or
supposed
what
to
they
come
can
out
expect.
today. It was supposed to come out. What's today? June 20th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's not due to me second guessing. But Wounds to Wins is coming real soon. I don't got an official release date, but it's coming soon. The tape
Straight
is
bombs.
something you never heard of from me that you wouldn't expect. I went many different ways on there,
I got a
and
feature,
with
yo.
still keeping the story from Wounds to Wins. The beginning of the tape is my hurt and what I went through. The middle of the tape is love, straight for the females. The end of the tape is me popping it. It's definitely going from Wounds to Wins. That tape coming soon. A song from there, I feel like y'all really gotta listen to it somehow, some way, because somehow, some way, I got real transparent on there, and y'all gonna see what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I got real personal and transparent. I feel like I say a lot of stuff that other people is scared to say, but if they hear it, then they could speak up about it and relate
mm-hmm.
to, and that's why I made it. But somehow, some way, it's a song y'all should definitely pay attention to. And like I said, when this tape drop, it's gonna show y'all not fucking with me. Nobody. I'm sorry. And if you really feel away, hit my DM and we can solidify that right there and there.
Y'all can hop in the booth.
Exactly.
Get on the feature.
And a good brand.
And don't let me
everybody-
be in there. Don't let me be
And
in there.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
hyping him up the
I'm
whole
not
time.
doing no feature with nobody that's ass. So if we don't got a song yet or ain't talk about a song, you're ass.
Hop in the booth and let the fan, let the supporters, let them decide.
We know that.
What's something you could get them a teaser on that you recommend?
I'm about to start working on my next album, More Than Music. I did Before the Music, now it's More Than Music. More Than Music gonna basically be and explain. I'm gonna explain things on beats. I say I'm gonna show y'all that I can be more versatile. I'm not just a pain rapper, and I want to be considered more than a rapper. I want to be considered an artist. So More Than Music is gonna give y'all so many genres and everything. So right now I'm honestly working on the business side of things, the singles. I got Ketamine coming soon, Self Doubt, and a couple other songs. But More Than Music gonna be great. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be great. It ain't gonna be like his, you know. That's a work of art right here. This A1, this platinum, this platinum.
Good.
But I'm get there. I'm working, y'all. I'm working. I'm not telling y'all who I'm doing it with, but me and one of the guys is dropping 10 songs.
All right. Give him an initial, any initial.
M.
All right. Okay. All right.
GR, get ready. They coming to get you.
Yo.
That's all. Ain't nobody gonna know that.
So-
If you know, you know.
GR.
Give our leaders a quote, one quote, piece of advice, and keep it general, not just artists, but give our leaders a quote, a piece of advice, or something.
Can I give him a lyric?
I
A
feel
lyric,
like
it could be something from y'all songs. Give them something to uplift them and keep them going.
all right. So listen, I'll say for anybody or any content creator, just anybody, I feel like don't give up. That piece of content you holding on, that song you holding out on, that clothing you holding on to, just anything you holding on to that you second guessing releasing, just release it and be consistent. Never give up because you never know. Today could be the day it blow up. Tomorrow could be the day it blow up. Don't give up. Any content you got, drop it. Any clothes that you got, drop it. Any song you got, drop it. Not everybody is going to like your stuff. And stop not believing in yourself and stop questioning yourself. You could see somebody with 5 million views and you'll only have 100 views, but imagine 100 people outside your door buying your stuff or listening to your stuff. So stop comparing yourself to other people. You are yourself, and when your time is coming, your time is going to come. Don't give up.
I say, can he do it? Will he do it? Is it possible? This is 3 things a lot of people tend to ask themselves. Can I do it? Will I do it? Is this really possible? Yes, and yes. Everything you could think of is obtainable. It's just about how you go about doing it. If you really want it, really gonna go get it. Ain't no, I'll do it tomorrow. We gotta get out that mindset. No, I'm gonna go get it today because I don't know if I'll be breathing tomorrow. I'd rather die trying than die lying. Simple as that. I'd rather be working on it than not working at all. So just keep yourself motivated. Drink water, nigga. Go get to whatever you gotta get to. Do not be afraid to say no. That is the biggest thing ever, and that go for anybody, any kind of entertainment. Don't be scared to say no.
Be your own person. Don't let nobody dictate nothing for you. If you don't want to do it, you can tell them no. Don't let nobody peer pressure you into nothing.
Well, that's it, leaders. Thank y'all again for taking time, to come on here, talk with me and our fellow leaders here. Once again, I'm your host, Kyrie Green. Thank y'all for tapping in with Newer Leaders Podcast, man.
Miryola. Wins the wins coming soon.
Appreciate y'all.
Tap in. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
No problem, bro.
Keys.